Monday, November 2nd. It is Election Day Eve. Welcome to another edition of Cape Ann Today. As always, I am with Heather Atwood. Heather, we haven't done this in a while.
I know, just the two of us talking
Yeah,
about Election Day. We've never done that.
I know. So here we go. So we're calling it Cape Ann Votes, and 1623 Studios is going to begin live coverage of Election Day here in Cape Ann, starting at high noon, November 3rd. You can follow us on our Facebook page and check that out. And what we will be doing is we have correspondents all over Cape Ann tomorrow. Heather, you're going to be at the Community House in Rockport?
I am. I am actually a poll worker at the community house. And so I will be there from 6:30 in the morning until noon as a poll worker, but I will be talking to you at noon, letting you know what's happening, what the turnout is that day. Hopefully I can talk to Pat Brown, our town clerk, and she can give us some updates on mail-in voting and early voting. And we can just sort of get the general theme of what's happening in Rockport.
Right. And while Heather will be reporting from Rockport, we have 1623 correspondent Arena McWilliam Lopez will be live at Gloucester City Hall with updates there. We also have Erica Brown from the Manchester Cricket reporting from Manchester and Essex, as a matter of fact. We believe we're going to have a reporter or two from the Gloucester Daily Times during that noontime hour. But then we're also doing more involved work with the Times later on that day. We'll get back to that in a second. Alana Horn will be reporting from Magnolia Library and Community Center. We may even have other correspondents in different areas throughout that first hour too. We just kind of want to set the table during that hour, show you where the correspondents are, give you that live vibe of what's happening at all these polling stations. And then any reports we can get from town or city clerks about what's going on. Basically, we just kind of want to give you the A to Z on how Election Day unfolds. And then beginning at 5 p.m., we are going to start uninterrupted coverage through the polls closing. So at least 8 p.m. we'll be on. And Heather, we have a ton of stuff lined up then.
Yes, we actually start at 5 o'clock with a panel of young people led by Ariel Jennings, who is the executive director of Generation Citizen. And then at 5:30, there will be a discussion with first-time voters. These are kids who are voting in their first election.
Very cool stuff. And then Arena McWilliam Lopez will have, I think she has 4 or 5 members of the school committee in Gloucester talking about that important question number 3 that is on the ballot this year, considering the consolidation of the elementary schools in Ward 2. So that's exciting stuff. Also, Taylor Bradford from the Gloucester Times will be joining us as well. Perhaps Dave Olson, who is the editor of the Gloucester Times. We're working out that right now. So we have a ton of stuff planned for everybody. Again, this is live and uninterrupted coverage. And the hope is, Heather, that once the polls close, we linger long enough to actually get some answers on the very localized questions on the ballot. Now, we all know that the presidential election, which of course is the biggest story, may take some time to unfurl. But we are hoping that we can get localized results to all of you. Like I said, especially for the Gloucester question, Arena will be at City Hall and in the Kairos Auditorium for that. And then as far as the other 3 communities go, Heather's going to be at the Community House in Rockport and hopefully give us updates there even after the polls close. We have Olivia Turner. She is a student at Manchester Essex Regional High School, and she will be in Essex and Manchester reporting for us as well. Hopefully we'll get Erica Brown from the Cricket back with us then too. And then we'll see what else happens and how that unfolds. I'm sure they're going to be surprise guests. We're hoping the technology works out for us, but we're super excited to share this with you. Election Day to 1623 Studios is basically our Super Bowl. We were live at Gloucester City Hall last year, made a big production out of it. Obviously, things are different this year, Heather. We're doing all kinds of Zoom. I mean, this is kind of what we've been doing for the majority of 2020 anyway. So I'm really looking forward to this.
Yeah, and you will be sitting in the studio on Pleasant Street, the 1620.
That's right. Yeah, I'll be doing my Max Headroom thing in the window at 11 Pleasant Street in downtown Gloucester, the 1620 studio space. We actually haven't been there since March. So we're setting up that studio. So if you want to come by and press your nose against the glass, feel free to do so. Or bring me lunch. Yeah, bring me lunch or dinner.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. So I will be there. Yeah. So I'm going to be manning something just like this. And then Heather's going to be popping on just like that. Hopefully there are no glitches.
Right. Right.
And
From
we'll
Rockport.
Yeah. And we'll see how this all goes. So again, Cape Ann Votes begins tomorrow at noon. Check in with us. See what the community is doing during the voting period. And then stay with us from 5 p.m. on as we bring you live, uninterrupted coverage of the 2020 election throughout Cape Ann. Heather, fingers crossed that this all works.
All crossed. Yeah. And go vote.